Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at yet another wonderful mod, this time in the form of K-9 harness, which is being made by user Fading Signal. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a tactical body armor and backpack system for dogmeat, and that is just awesome, as frankly, dogmeat is by far my favorite companion in the game, and I just like the idea of being able to give him some actually functioning armor, and of course the ability to increase his inventory so he can carry more of my crap. And plus the fact that it looks pretty darn cool certainly doesn't hurt. As you can see, if we turn around here and go over to where dogmeat is patiently waiting, I have put onto him already one of the basic K-9 harnesses. So when you first build one of these for yourself, it comes in this olive drab color, and of course with no modifications, and it's just a basic harness which does offer some base level protection from various resistances, which is quite nice to have. And it fits quite nicely on the dog model. I'm pretty happy about it. I do have one clipping issue with his bandana, so if you don't like the bandana, you won't have this issue. But when he is sitting, as you can see here, it kind of clips through the front of the harness. I haven't noticed it while he's wandering around, but definitely while sitting, dogmeat's lovely little handkerchief there does clip through a little bit. But yes, overall it is quite a cool looking harness, very well modeled, very well textured. Actually, I really love the texturing on this thing. If you get in real close, you can see a heck of a lot of detail. Dogmeat, why are you moving? I told you to wait here. And what makes it better, of course, is the detail doesn't get lost as you modify this thing, as you can change it with a heck of a lot of different colors, camo patterns. Of course, you can add in ballistic weave armor to it, pouches for the more inventory space, and you can even, on the side panel here of the harness, you can add in different faction patches. So if you are a part of the Brotherhood of Steel, you can put a big Brotherhood of Steel patch on the side of the harness, or of course Minutemen or any other faction, or even just a generic police badge right on the side there. It's all up to you, and that is pretty cool. And thankfully, it's quite easy to build. If we just go over here to a chemistry station, as with so many other mods in the game, we just have to go down to the utility tab to build this, and you'll find the K-9 harness here. Now, I should point out right here that this is if you have no other mods installed. If you do, however, have the Armor Smith Extended mod installed, you will actually find this instead in the AWKCR Armor Bench under non-human armor. But if you're like me for the purpose of this video, only using this for your mod, it will be here in the chemistry station. And to build it is pretty simple. As you can see here, we just need rank 1 in the armor perk, as well as some cloth, some lead, and some steel. And you'll see for that just pretty basic cost, you get a decent little harness here with some damage protection, not a huge amount, but considering it's better than any of the dog armors you find in the game by default, well, it's just nice to have. And thankfully, it doesn't weigh too much for dogmeat to handle. Plus, like I said, we can add on pouches onto this thing, so basically that negates the weight anyways in my mind. Now, one thing I should point out while we're in here is, of course, the armor rank 1. Basically, everything you do with this is going to require the armorer perk, so you'll probably want a couple of points into armor so that you can modify this thing quite nicely. And let's actually just build 2 of these, what the heck, so we can play around with the different modifications to show those off. And, of course, it is armor, so we just need to go to the armor workbench to mess around with this thing. And, of course, we'll find it just right here under the K-9 harness. And as I said, right here we can add on patches, so let's actually make this one a K-9 police patch. I like that. We'll do that in just 1 cloth for any of these patches, which I think is fair enough. And oh, actually, we have an US Army lore-friendly patch here. I didn't notice this earlier. Cool. But we'll stick with the K-9 police one, as I think that's my favorite one at the moment. And of course, well, Dogmeat's gonna need protection with all the crazy situations I throw him into, so we can, of course, if we have armor rank 4 and some adhesive, some ballistic fiber, and fiberglass, we can build all the way up to Mark 5 of the ballistic weave, giving Dogmeat a crap load of damage resistance. Look at that physical and energy resistance there. That is just glorious. That is some pretty darn good armor, and we can just throw that right on there. Excellent. There we go. And we could, of course, as I mentioned, change the color or add a camo pattern to this thing. So we could go with the black tactical, camo desert, camo urban, etc. We have a good little selection of things here, as you can see. And if you do, actually, again, with the Armorsmith Extended mod, if you have that installed, you will actually have a few more options. But of course, again, I'm just showing this without any other mods installed, so you see the base mod for the game. We then, of course, besides the color and camo pattern, have the ability to add on pouches, which is our last modification we can make. And you have a few options here. So you have side pouches, which go on to the side bit of the harness, and the side pouches and backpack, and the pack goes up on the top, which of course adds in a total of 80 carry weight for that, and the side pouches just a simple 40. Now, I need to mention something here, and also something I wish we had one more option in this area, is remember we put on the patch onto the side. That's the same spot where the patch goes, is also where the side pouches go. So if you want the patch, you can't have a side pouch. And I wish there was a third option in here for just the pack, because we have the option for the side pouch, which then would cover up the patch we put on, or we have side pouch plus pack on the top. If there was a third option for just the top backpack, we could, you know, still have some additional carry weight while still showing off the patch that you put on the side. So I think that's a bit of an oversight there. I think there should be that third option. Hopefully that'll change in the future, but for right now, it should be noted, if you put on a side pouch, it's gonna turn off. Well, it doesn't turn off, it just covers up your patch. Now that's something for right now as of the time of making this video, and it is something that the mod maker is wanting to fix, so hopefully we do see either a third option in here for the future, or maybe the patch being moved to someplace else. We will have to see how that goes in the future. But let's actually go to the other patch we have, so we can take a look at two different things. And we'll go with the Winter Gray, and then go down to the full side pouches and pack, and take a look at how these actually look on Dogmeat. And of course, as we said earlier, this is the basic olive drab harness right there. So if we talk and trade, and we'll just throw both of them into his inventory. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And we'll look at this one first, the one with the patch, so we'll switch it over to that. And there we go. You can see the K-9 police a bit right there, which is quite cool. The rest of it didn't change because I actually didn't change the color, but it does, of course, have that much more powerful ballistic weave, so that he has a heck of a lot of protection. And we have that lovely patch right there. Now, if we go in and take a look at the other one we built, there we go. As you can see, we have the backpack on the top and the pouches on the side, which are in that place where, of course, as I mentioned, the patch does go. And yeah, of course, did change the color quite nicely. Overall, looks very good indeed. And actually, I want to take a look at one more different patch. Oh, I forgot to actually grab the other harness off of him, because I wanted to actually show off one of the faction patches real quick. So let us grab the basic harness off of him that we made. There we are, and, well, of course, in my playthrough of the game, I sided with the Institute, so we're gonna have to go with the Institute white patch. Oh yeah, and then we'll change the vest color to, Camo Sky. What the heck, we'll go with that one there. And, whoops, exit out. There we are, and, of course, head back over to Dogmeat. And then just throw that on him. Boom, and there we are. Excellent. Oh, I like that. I like that a whole lot. The cool blue, white, and black texture of the camo there, plus the lovely Institute patch. Oh yeah, that just makes you look so much cooler, Dogmeat. So much cooler indeed. But yes, that is the K-9 harness mod. If you would like to check this out for yourself, and I would definitely say to give it a look, you can take a gander at the link in the description, as always, and definitely go give it a try. It is a pretty cool mod, especially with all the options that you do have for making these harnesses just the way you want for your Dogmeat. And as I said, there are some things the mod maker is wanting to improve, such as with the pouches and the patches. And for any of you console users, this will be coming to Bethesda.net soon for both PC on Bethesda.net as well as Xbox One. And so eventually you guys will be able to enjoy this as well, but for right now, as of the time of making this video, it's not there yet. But yeah, I hope you do take a look at this mod and have some fun with it. And of course, I do hope you have enjoyed this video today, and of course that you come back for the next, when we will be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.